Hello, and welcome back to our continuing settlement survival how to let's play series. I'm Larry, and we're on episode 59. And wow, these new marketplace designs are working like a champ. We're now up to 1,585 settlers. Can you believe it? And I've been playing the game a lot on pause, but, of course, running it at the same time, when I have to. But things have just remarkably turned around from, several episodes ago. And it got to a point to where, I decided I really have to address my storage. I'm getting killed in my storage. And I was so used to running with grocery stores. I had one small trading post, and it is over here. And, I'm selling feathers, selling blubber, and selling a few other items. No big deal. And I'm sitting there looking at my warehouses, and I'm just like, this is killing me. I needed salt over here for my leather makers, but this warehouse right here was full of fodder. And I'm like, okay, I'll get it fixed. So I threw down the small trading post right here and set my numbers. And I wasn't paying that close of attention to it, which I should have. And all I wanted to do was get maybe 1,000 or 2,000 of the fodder out of here to make room for salt. And whoa, so I blew that. If I would have done a grocery store, I would have been okay, because with how little a grocery store holds and the timing that it sells at would have been perfect. But that small trading post sells faster, they have more money, and just absolutely devastated my fodder over here, which of course hurt my animal production, because then they had to path to another warehouse to get fodder. So you need to be very careful if you're going to use your trading system, the market system. Well, I can't call it a market because that's housing. The trading system, to control your inventory levels at a warehouse. Make sure you're only using a grocery store to remove a small amount out of this warehouse, or any of your warehouses. Then I made the really big mistake of over here. It's gone now, but I had a large trading post here. And boy, was that a huge mistake. Now, having a large trading outpost for just specific trading items that you don't need the product for to sustain your settlement is awesome. Don't get me wrong there. But if you're using it to balance your inventory level instead of controlling your production, it will wipe your warehouses out, and the pathing for your settlers completely changes, and you can be devastated by it. And which has happened to me. Right now, I'm in a recovery mode because I had so much in peas. I had so much of everything. Look how much silver I have right now. I'm at 1,000,007, and this large, God, I keep forgetting the name of it. The large trading outpost just killed me, and now my pathing for all my settlers is screwed up, and we've gone into a nosedive. So, when it comes to trading and making money, use what the game has given you. And when do your potteries, but even with this, you have to watch out, because if you sell out of your cutlery, or it destroys your centralized warehouses, or if you have auxiliary warehouses, and it's mainly the auxiliary warehouses, it will wipe you out. So your people have to path so much farther. So make money on items that are not going to hurt your settlement. Do, your carving, or if you want to sell crops, plant a crop that you're not going to use, that you can ban your people from, and just use that for income. I used to sell water when I'd first start out in a game. And because water, a small well, I could have 3 or 4 small wells and a grocery store, and I could have a continuous income. So that's something to think about. But if you want a really robust trading system, once you graduate out from, let's say, when you start going backpacks, when you go from backpacks and you transition into carts, sell your backpacks, because right off the bat, your people are going to go for your carts. And once you get your cart supply to where you're ahead of your population level, sell your backpacks, because then you can get good money off your backpacks. Just like right now, I'm getting ready to start gown production, because the returns that I'm getting to keep everybody in a luxurious coats, it's not worth it. I mean, look how much salt in the area that I'm taking for salt, where I could have this be making lobsters, which I could be for a simple food, which I could boost up to a better food. Or if I wanted to have this as water production, because now with these new market designs, since I'm bringing on 6 tea shops, they suck down water like there's no tomorrow. So when you start bringing these tea shops in, definitely you better ramp up your water supply like there's no tomorrow, because they will suck you dry. But if you notice, I'm in a green bar now. Where I was always 2 notches down, and I was lucky if I was at 15-20% on my fertility rating. This just popped because of all the bad RNG that I've had, but I've been sitting at close to 40% since the last episode. Since I brought these new marketplaces on and changing things around, oh my God, it's night and day. So it's to a point now to where, even though I have to convert this marketplace, I don't have any room to relocate my settlers. So now I'm getting ready to open up this marketplace, because it'll be easier on the food chain, and versus this one down here. So, because this one I already have, I just have to hit on pause. But looking at where all my food's located and all that, it's actually going to be easier to have this one up in the Northeast. So when it comes to your warehouses, the transfer station is a cool way to manipulate your inventory, but only for specific items that you can control, like your textile industry, where the warehouses are broken down between, your footwear. Let me see if I can pull up a warehouse real quick. I'm not going to change anything, but we'll go over to clothing, but see how you can break this up. You can have a warehouse specific for a backpack, specific for shoes. This would be your carts and your backpacks, and then of course your regular clothing here. Transfer warehouse is great for that. So you can actually just have a manufacturing area, a clothing area in one spot on your map, and use the transfer station to send it to the other warehouses. Now, the only problem with that is you need to know exact storage amounts from the warehouses that you're using, and you have to place your targets for, like, say I was going to do this with luxurious coats. If my storage, if the small warehouses I put together are, say, 4,000, then I need to achieve 4,000 here to keep all those warehouses full. Do you see what I'm saying? It's pretty complicated, and I'm going to attempt that towards endgame when I start consolidating everything. But for right now, with how these new marketplaces are set up and I'm putting them together, it's easier just to have, place a couple factories and have it feed directly into the marketplace. So that's going to be step one. And then step two, I'll eventually consolidate into one manufacturing area that will move it all around the map. See where I'm going with that? So yeah, food for thought. But when you have to be exceptionally careful if you're going to be using your traders to control your inventory levels. Best thing I can tell you is use grocery stores, and use grocery stores next to the warehouse that you want to control, and just shave off a small amount that you need to sell out of that warehouse to keep it opened up for another item. But I need to, for like myself, I'm going to first try to control my inventory levels through production. And if I'm going to have to move my production, dot it all around the map, that's what I'm going to do first and see if I can get it balanced out that way. So, and when it also comes to warehouses, there's only one indestructible warehouse in this game. And let's see, it's your mountain warehouse. And the other indestructible warehouses is your the Ladestone warehouse, which is the durable storage, and your regular open warehouse. Those are tornado proof. But all your covered warehouses, it's so disappointing that you can have a monster warehouse like this in the same category as the mountain warehouse, but only thing you can do is expansion. This thing will get taken out by a tornado. Be very careful in the usage of these things, of any covered warehouse, because I guarantee you what, if you have my luck, a tornado's going to find it. And I've been slowly trying to eliminate all these covered warehouses off the map because the tornadoes are just absolutely killing me on much critical supplies. And it's hard to bounce back because you all of a sudden, like, my lumber industry got decimated. I literally lost all of my domestic fuel to for my sausage recipe. And so now it's just, I'm so far in the GER factor that it's just like, you know what, no more. It's all going to be specifically the open durable storage warehouse is it. I mean, I'm not going to use any other warehouse. And then, I regret pre-placing all these mines because I would love to be able to put mountain storage over here. I so regret pre-placing my mines. So, be careful of that. Luckily, I have a mountain still here, and I think I have one other mountain that's available, which I'm going to be able to place, well, these two little mountains that I'm going to be able to, oh, I got more than that. Huh. Okay. But watch out pre-placing your mines. I mean, don't be like me where it's like, oh, I want to, because what I wanted to do was wind down my lanterns and all that fun stuff and have less of that area being taken up. And unfortunately, it is what it is. So, because I had a bunch of these right here, but I needed food production over here. So I was able to wipe out my lantern factories over here. But anyway, if you're going to be selling stuff and you want a robust economy, don't sell anything that you need or that is required for expansion. Because if you do that and you forget about it like I did, it'll absolutely decimate you. And you have to start playing catch up like I am. And you absolutely do not want to get behind that 8 ball. So especially when you're dealing with numbers this big. I never thought just converting these markets were going to skyrocket me up to 1585. And I'm not even close. I mean, look at this. I don't have a single villa in this one. This is just straight up luxury houses. I still have regular houses over here that I have to modify. And I can keep doing this one because I have vacancies. But yeah, over here, I can do some modifications, but not much. And over here, forget it. I mean, these just opened up where I got lucky, and I'm hoping I'll still be able to do this one. But in order for me to do this one over here, I need to figure out what to do because I don't want more homeless people. And since I have to get the silk production going, then I'm hoping I'll be able to relieve the stress off this one and go that route. So hopefully I've explained the warehouses and the trading system well enough to help you dial stuff in. Just be exceptionally careful, especially using the large trading post. That large trading post holds a lot. It sells exceptionally fast. I mean, we're used to this going slow as a snail in a grocery store. But when you place that large trading post, oh my God, it will suck your inventories down. And I had the safety numbers set, but unfortunately, it consolidated to my main producing areas and all the auxiliary areas went bone dry. So yeah, just be very careful with that. So I'm going to keep this short. I just also wanted to show you some progression on the map. I am going to get us back onto a normal schedule of building and playing, but I just have a lot more fixing I have to do. And I don't want to bore you guys to tears. And that's all this would be. You'd be just like eyes glazed over going, I don't want to watch this. So anyway, if you like what I said, hit like. And I love people that have been following the channel. I love subscribers. It's freaking awesome. So I will talk to you later. Have a great day. Because right now it's morning for me. So I'm having a great morning. And I will hopefully talk to you later today or at least tomorrow. Bye.